the dense, towering pine forests, where the air was thick with the scent of evergreens and the only sounds were the rustling leaves and the occasional call of a distant bird. There existed a territory that two bears called home. On one side of the territory, there was a massive black bear named Thorin. His fur was as dark as the midnight sky, and his muscles rippled with power. Thorin had ruled over his domain for as long as he could remember, and he was known for his strength and cunning. His keen senses allowed him to navigate the dense forest with ease, and his roars echoed through the trees, marking his presence. On the other side of the territory, a grizzly bear named Freya held her ground. Freya was a force of nature herself, with a coat of fur that shimmered in the sunlight like golden honey. Her claws were sharp, and her intelligence matched her strength. Freya had grown up in the shadow of the towering mountains that surrounded her territory, and she was determined to protect it at all costs. As the seasons changed, tensions between Thorin and Freya began to escalate. The boundaries of their territories blurred, and each bear sought to expand their dominion. The forest became a battleground, with Thorin and Freya leaving their mark on the trees, the ground, and each other. One fateful day, the clash between the two bears reached its peak. The air was charged with tension as they confronted each other in a small clearing, surrounded by ancient trees. Thorin's deep growls resonated, shaking the very ground beneath them. While Freya stood her ground, her eyes locked onto her adversary. The fight was fierce and primal, with claws slashing through the air and powerful roars echoing through the forest. Both bears fought with determination, fueled by the instinct to protect what was rightfully theirs. The clash of fur and muscle seemed never-ending, each bear refusing to yield. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the battleground, the exhaustion finally caught up with Thorin and Freya. They circled each other, panting heavily, their eyes reflecting the weariness of the battle. In that moment, a realization passed between them: the cost of this ongoing conflict was too high. With a mutual understanding, Thorin and Freya stepped back, their gazes lingering on each other. The forest fell silent once again as the two bears retreated to their respective territories, nursing their wounds. The boundary between them remained, but there was a newfound respect that echoed through the trees, a silent agreement that the delicate balance of nature must be preserved. And so, in the heart of the vast, untouched wilderness, Thorin and Freya continued to rule over their territories. Each bearing the scars of their battles but understanding that there was a greater force that bound them together, the wild spirit of the untamed land.